Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Glad to see everyone today. One of the things Cindy and I love about this church is the way the Lord has brought together people from very different backgrounds. You can hear it in the way we speak, in our accents, sometimes different languages. They are an indication of where we've come from, or perhaps where our parents came from. My accent is a reminder that I spent the first 22 years of my life in Texas. But when Cindy and I were first married, we moved to Columbia, Missouri. And Columbia, Missouri has, the University of Missouri has a well-known school of journalism, and one of the reasons students go there, often from the East Coast or places where there's a more pronounced accent, is that Missouri is thought to be a very neutral accent. And so they go to the middle of the country to kind of soften the rough edges of their accent so that they can then go to different parts of the country and not have such a pronounced accent. And so I think Colorado is somewhat similar, kind of a blending of different accents from different parts of the country. And so my accent has faded somewhat, but it's still there. And it's still a reminder of where I come from. Others may not know immediately that I'm from Texas, but they know, okay, there's something different. Is there a spiritual equivalent of an accent that characterizes believers? Is something about the way we talk or the way we carry ourselves or the way that we interact with others that people can see that something's different? Well, in John 17, we continue with the high priestly prayer that Christ offered for his disciples on the eve of his death. So in chapter 17, verse 20, he includes, verse 20, he includes not only the 12 disciples, but also those who believe in me through their word. What an incredible truth that Christ, on the night before he's going to die, includes not only the disciples who were gathered around him, but the believers who would believe in him through their word down through the centuries, including you and me. And so in verse 22, he prays to the Father, "The glory which you have given me, I have given to them." So what is the glory that that the Father gave the Son? In verse 4, Jesus prayed, "I glorified you on the earth, having accomplished the work which you have given me to do. Now, Father, glorify me together with yourself, with the glory which I had with you before the world was." So Christ's glory was to accomplish the work of the Father. He was obedient to the Father as a son, completing everything the Father gave him to do. And Christ then gives that same glory to his disciples to be obedient to his commands and to do the work that he gives us to do. Christ's glory was also his relationship with the Father. He said, "Glorify me together with yourself," which was present before the world was. So, though Christ became a man and walked this earth with the disciples, it was clear in the way that he spoke, in his actions, in the way he interacted with others, that he was not of this world. There was something different about him, and nearly everyone that he encountered recognized that there was something different. He demonstrated that he and the Father are one, that their actions, what he was doing, is what the Father wanted him to do. And likewise, his disciples are not of this world, and we have a relationship with the Father through Christ, and we are to be about doing the work that Christ has given us to do. And ultimately, Christ's glory was the cross. which he spoke of not as a burden, but as of being glorified. It was his ultimate purpose to demonstrate the grace and the mercy of the Father toward sinners, to die on their behalf. It was what he came to do. And Christ calls his disciples to take up a cross and follow him. It is not a burden, but a privilege to suffer for the sake of Christ. There is nothing that we can give up in this life that will not be worth it compared to the glory of our relationship with Christ. And then Christ prays this, "The glory which you have given me, I have given to them, that they may be one, just as we are one. I and them, and you and me, that they may be perfected in unity, so that the world may know that you sent me, and loved them even as you have loved me." We demonstrate our relationship with Christ by being one with other believers in unity. That is how we show that we belong to him, by showing his love, passing on his love to each other. It is the accent of the believer, if you will, to be characterized by the same love which Christ showed to his disciples, serving them, washing their feet, teaching and encouraging them, praying for them, and ultimately going to the cross for them. And then he says we should go and do the same. That is what should characterize us as followers of Christ. So how is your accent as a believer? Has it faded over time? Can others see that you are a disciple of Christ by the way that you talk, in your actions, and in your love for other believers in Christ? Are we one, unified in Christ, just as he is one with the Father? The Lord's Supper is a reminder of who we are and where we've come from. It's a reminder of the relationship that we have with the Father through Christ and the cost that he paid to make us his own. And also it's a reminder of where we are going when he one day returns to take us home. We are not of this world. We have an accent as believers in Christ that should tell others that we are his, and he is coming back to take us to be with him in heaven. And so the Lord's Supper reminds us of that, and we share it together as a body with, humanly speaking, our different accents and our different backgrounds, but one in Christ. And we share the same Lord's Supper together, believers in Christ, part of his body. This ordinance is open for all who have put their faith in Christ. We encourage all of you to participate if you have put your faith in Christ. Parents, we encourage you to exercise wisdom with your children. And we invite you, as the music plays, to come stand and come forward row by row to receive the elements, take them back to your seats, and then we will all partake together.